All right, folks, welcome back to DSC. We're about to start off the second period between the North Oakland Eagles and Lakes Area United. I'm Augie Villawan, joined by Jack Ortwine. Jack, a lot of stuff happened in that first period. What do you think the Eagles could improve on?
I'm sure I'm going to sound like a bit of a broken record here, but it's really just that defensive zone in front of the net. They did not tie anybody up. They didn't tie sticks up. They didn't box anybody out, and you could see a lot of opportunities for Lakes area in front of the net, a lot of rebounds, a lot of loose pucks, and a lot of shots. So I think in order to win this game, the Eagles are going to need to first take care of things in their defensive zone, and then from there hopefully develop some offensive chances.
Yeah, build it back from the bottom up. And speaking of shots, Julius Livernoy faced 21 in the first period. He has 20 saves already today. He's consistently throughout the season seen a lot of shots. We'll see how he adjusts and tries to keep the Eagles in this game in the second period. They only trail by one, but without him, his effort in net, it very well could be a blowout. As that face-off one back towards the Eagles, and just missing on that was Jace Roth. Giving chase is Mikey Leroy. However, stepping up above it, and now sent back down. Mason Young looking out in front for Leroy. As Riney blows a tire, now we got a 2-on-1 coming the other way. Boys Vanu puts on the brakes. Shot blockered away by Livernoy. And now loose in front. Nice physical play there from the Eagles to start it. Knocking guys off pucks. There's a wide open shooting lane. Loose in front. What a save. And the double save from Livernoy. Oh my goodness. Out in front of the net, really, as a goalie, my biggest pet peeve. Your defenseman putting his skate in front of the puck when the shot's coming in. We saw it there, took a bad bounce. Livernoy able to adjust with some good edge work. As now battling in the far corner are the Eagles with Boys Vanu. And sent back, gonna be out and dumped back in. So gonna be delayed offsides now, still offsides. I guess not. Onto the stick of Jace Roth. Roth working in, now that one offsides. And O'Dowd looking to chip it up to himself. Good pinch there from Springs. Scheidt, 1-on-0. Saved and barely squeaking out was that puck. Big toe safe from Livernoy, now handled by Roth. Out in front. And Eagles not tying up sticks there as going to be sent down. Colosimo playing it, going to try to keep the pressure on. Oh, that one sent all the way down for an ice. Whew. Big save there from Livernoy. Just sort of a defensive lapse for the Eagles, letting the most dangerous player in the game, Logan Scheidt, get right behind your defense for a 1-on-0 in close with Livernoy. Did a good job shoving that leg out, but we'll look just short on numbers. Eagles have two lines exactly. We got 5 players, 5 skaters on the ice, 5 skaters on the bench, along with 3 goalies. As here comes Grondin with some speed. That shot beats Livernoy. Love side. And the lead extends to 2-0 for Lakes area.
I'm not really sure how that happened.
Yeah, I mean, it really looks like the faceoff was one out, and then towards the Eagles, and just pure defensive miscommunication there. Grondin, he had some speed, but I feel like not enough to warrant him being that far ahead of Eagles defensemen.
Would chalk that up to a pretty bad gap.
He's got a whistle, not sure what it's for, but
Eagles jumped off, so
gotcha.
Off the draw.
Now another one up ahead by Collins, knocked away. I don't think anybody hit Collins, but he went in the boards pretty hard. And Favaro cycles that one back down. It just sort of looking like the same old Eagles, where once they get under a little bit of pressure, they panic and just try to send it all the way around. When you don't have anybody home there, it's hard, as Moran lets one rip as that's saved. Geniak gave a little hack after the whistle to Livernoy. He's just been getting peppered today. There's no real easy way to put it. 25 saves in a period in 3 minutes. It's not what you're looking for. Face off to the left. That one towards the boards. As Collins tries sidestepping Dollar up. Now Moran, that shot way wide. Rodriguez hustling to get the forecheck there. Sent back down. And coming all the way around onto the stick of Moran, who sends that pass across. Lalone sends it on net, picked off by James Walker. As that pass up ahead. Delayed off sides, now getting back. Dollar up sends it up ahead. Moran dumped in. Dollar up plenty of time. As he sends that one behind him, nobody there. I'm just not sure what he was seeing as that one tipped out in front and saved by Livernois. There's just, I mean, I'm not really sure how to put it. The Eagles just not playing good enough right now. Obviously, the light numbers on the bench isn't helping much. But, you know, still, as that one saved by Livernois once again. And that pass through the skates of Jackson Hill. No icing. Still sends some forecheck onto the stick of Coppins. Taken back by Favaro as he chips that up ahead to himself. Favaro looking out in front. Guided away by Colosimo. Held in by Poulton. Poulton blows a tire. Tries to deke past Farber. And now down for Favaro. Turned over to Lakes area. Nyquist to Coppins. Off the boards and handled by Poulton. Poulton spinning away from Farber. Cutting underneath. Good play there from Scheidt. Knocks him off the puck. As Jackson Hill battling into his skates and now up ahead. Eagles way off sides there, now getting back. As a huge hit from Scheidt on Hill, and he is down. I mean, Scheidt, it looked like he stuck out the elbow on him. As luckily Hill able to get up under his own power and skate away, but he got leveled by Logan Scheidt. Wow. Jeez Louise. Again, it's just, Lakes area is just dominating really every facet of this game. They're being patient with the puck, as we're seeing right now. When they dump in, they're dumping in for a good reason. They've got somebody there, as Boys Vanu going to play it up ahead to himself. And now sent down by Dykema. Walker off the boards over to Riney. Pulls off the stick of Riney. Riney got double teamed there in the corner and gloved down by Livernois. I'm not sure what to chalk it up to here. The Eagles are just getting dominated right now.
Yep.
So, in the standings, this is the last divisional game for North Oakland. They currently stand at 4th in OAA White. They overtook Farmington, who has fallen into quite the slump as this season is starting to come to a close. Lakes area is 3rd as that shot blocked by Riney. And sent in. Gold sends that one way. I guess it didn't hit the ceiling. And sent down. Riney does a good job stepping up there. Sends it up ahead. Dollar up, but he's pickpocketed. And that pass just behind 20man. Now up to Boys Vanu. Drops that off for Gold. Gold sends a floater. Glove down by Livernois, and he'll hold on to it. Sort of a sarcastic fist bump from Julius. Again, there's not much you can say. When your team has held the puck for, if I had to give a rough estimate, I'd say 15% of this game. There's only so much you can do. As Favaro battling in the corner, that's now onto the stick of Geniac, taken by Poulton, who chips it up ahead. Looks like they're having Poulton play back on defense now since they're short on numbers. As that one sent all the way across for Geniac. Sends it on net, saved by Livernois. Livernois now up to 30 saves. As Geniac holds it behind the net. Surveying, one-timer comes. Good block shot there from O'Dowd. Feeling that one a little bit. Dollerup chips that up ahead, just out of the reach of an Eagle. And gonna go all the way down 4-0. Apologies for the lackluster commentary, but I don't know what do you say here?
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a rough one for the Eagles.
Yeah.
Not much to be said right now.
Yeah. If they can turn this around, it'd be one heck of a turnaround, as that's a good stick in there from Livernois, breaking up a pass. But again, they're just sort of getting chippy as that shot sent way high. But at this point, if I'm the Eagles, you sort of see what you can learn from this. See if, still without a penalty so far, something that they have not done all season, as they're averaging probably around $120, or probably $120 and more than $120 in total. I'd say probably 20 minutes a game. It's walking in, saved by Livernois, loose in front. Mishandled by Scheidt. Now behind the net. Good poke check there. As one of the bright spots, one of the underclassmen on this team, Mason Young, the freshman, he's shown a lot of promise, a lot of hustle. Just talking about a guy who really doesn't let his size define him. He's not the biggest guy, but he's completely willing to go out there and put his body on the line, as stepping down was Moran, and that shot swallowed by Livernois. Yeah, a lot of things you really like to see. As looks like North Oakland gonna go on the power play now. It's gonna heading to the sin bin. Not get a number on him. Looks like 18, so that's gonna be Newman. And the Eagles go to the power play. That one chipped up and, oh my goodness, almost nailed the photographer in the head. Folks, that's why you always wear a helmet if you're not a coach. So, power play for the Eagles. We'll see what they can do with it. Again, just haven't had much going for them on offense so far today. As looks like another penalty upcoming on Lakes area.
It's a big opportunity for the Eagles.
Yeah, 3-on-5, you want to capitalize here. We'll see if we can get a number. So that's 13. Jack Sloan into the penalty box. So 3-on-5, big opportunity here for the Eagles. We'll see if they can capitalize. Colosimo has not seen a lot of action today. We'll see if they can force him as that face-off. One back. Now Logan Scheidt forechecking with a lot of speed as that's onto the stick of Leroy. Leroy brings it out across. Nice deke underneath. Looking for that deke back door. Nothing home. And he'll send that up to Favaro. Favaro. Over to O'Dowd. Almost loses that one. Now Poulton. Poulton. That shot saved by Colosimo. Rebound right back out to Poulton. Underneath. Looking back door. Loose. And into the corner. Rodriguez with it now. Behind the net. Circling. Looking for Leroy out in front. As Poulton circles. Now to O'Dowd. O'Dowd. Poulton back to Rodriguez. Into the skates of Rodriguez. Does a good job holding on to it. As Favaro skating with some speed. Shot sent in. Blockered away by Colosimo. And back onto the stick of Favaro. 40 seconds left as that's backdoor Rodriguez. Rodriguez, that shot saved And going to be sent all the way down. Sent up ahead onto the stick of Favaro. Good pass there from Livernois. And Favaro will take it down the far side with 30 seconds left on the penalty. Just held in by Rodriguez. 23 seconds left. Rodriguez knocked off the puck. Livernois sends that far side for Poulton. Poulton works his way in. Shot scores. Good move there from Nolan Poulton. As that assist is going to go to Livernois, isn't it? Because he was the...
I think so.
Although it looks like we have another penalty upcoming. I think they were going to call a hooking. Let's see, that's Nyquist is in the box right now. Forgot the goal animation, my bad, folks. So Nyquist sitting in the box. He's going to have a fresh 2. I believe the penalty to Newman going to get wiped off here. Getting a quick discussion from our officials. We'll see what the call's going to be here. Regardless, Eagles cut the lead down to 1. Okay, so they will get Nyquist. Not sure. I think it was a hook. So back to 3-on-5. If it is called how I think it'll be called, there should be 23 seconds left on the penalty to Sloan, as he's still sitting in the box. I mean, are we going to update? I guess we're just going to say that Sloan will come out in 23 seconds as that face-off tied up underneath the head official. And now forecheck coming from Lakes as Scheidt weaves his way around. I mean, just cutting his way through this Eagles defense almost effortlessly. It's insane. So slow off now. And the Eagles going to recoup here. That one up ahead to Riney. Riney skating across. Underneath. Looks like they bumped Riney up to the forward position as Dollar up. That shot blocked. And now possible odd man rush coming. It's a 2-on-1 right now. We got some late men. Scheidt cuts his way in backdoor. What a save by Julius Livernois. Oh my goodness. Huge save from Livernois there, shutting down Grondin on the back door. But that's 23 seconds of 5-on-3 time wasted. As Scheidt just sliced and diced his way through that offense for the defense. So now face-off taken by Boys Vanu. Sends that one all the way around. Jace Roth with it. Spins. Pickpocketed by Poulton. Poulton with some speed. Gonna need to get around Moran. Taken down. Penalty upcoming. So Nolan makes a nice move. Forces a penalty there on Aiden Moran. Eagles gonna go 5-on-3 for 47 seconds. Okay, so 5-on-3 once again for the Eagles. Really, their power play is so backwards. They will not score on the settled possession. You send it all the way down, they'll have someone score on a breakout.
Yeah. Very
interesting. A goal is a goal. Let's see if they can tie it up here. Again, apologies if there's a lack of energy. Word to the wise, AP classes are really hard. And they will suck the life right out of you, so... Leroy. So this is the #1 power play unit for the Eagles, the one that scored previously. As Leroy, he had Favaro wide open. Just didn't see him there. It's now behind. Good play there from Rodriguez. Knocks down that pass, looking to get it out, and now onto the stick. Back to Favaro. Favaro. Cool. O'Dowd. Dowd skating around. Looking back door, loose, and score! Mikey Leroy cashes in on the rebound. We're all knotted up at 2. Really well done by the Eagles. Mikey Leroy just camping there on the back door.
And they'll still have a power play for just under 1:20, so
yeah,
see if they can build off of this momentum.
Yeah, a little bit of time to work with here. So Livernois, I think that was his first assist as Poulton pirouetting. Now skating with it, avoiding some stick checks. Doing a good job using his body to avoid the stick checks. Will now spin back from Grondin. Nice move. And sent down into the corner. Onto the stick of O'Dowd. Back to Poulton. Winds up a clapper, glove down. So first assist for Livernois of the season, to my knowledge. Mikey Leroy cashes in, gets his 4th of the season. And Nolan Poulton gets his 18th goal of the season, boosting his lead as lead scorer for the Eagles. As just under 6 minutes left now for Varo. Oh, looking for Mikey Leroy. That pass just a little too hard. Sent right up ahead by Livernois. And tipped in. Good play from Rodriguez. Knocks down that pass. Poulton there complimenting it. Although Scheidt makes a nice move. And sends it up. O'Dowd plays that back to Favaro. Favaro. Handling down the far side. Looking out in front, that shot just blocked. And takes a bad carom off the board, so Mikey Leroy holds that one in, but didn't give it enough juice. And now up and over, that'll do it for the penalty to Moran. And we'll go back to even strength with 5 minutes left in the second period. Eagles tying it 2-2 with 2 goals this period. But again, it's really just going to come down to how do you shut down the man with the puck right now, Logan Scheidt, as he works his way in. And going to be knocked down. Penalty upcoming on Poulton. Favaro grabs it. So we'll see what the penalty is for on Poulton. Maybe interference? Kind of pushed him down.
Yeah,
So
possibly a hook.
Oh, nope, wrong number. So Poulton heads to the penalty box. First penalty of the game for the Eagles, and if that's coming with 4 minutes left in the second period, you know they're doing well of being disciplined. So face-off going to be to the right to Livernois. He's up to 33 saves on the evening. That one, Mom goal off the side of the net. Boys, Vanu holds. Sends that around to 20-man. 20-man. Surveying. Still holding it. Now down to the far side. Back up top for 20-man. Back down. That shot. Another one off the side of the net. Dropped back. That's Dykema. Sends that around for Roth. Roth mishandles that one, but 20-man right on it. Across the middle, shot comes in and gloved down by Livernois. So face off to the right of Livernois. That one loose on net, sticked away. Very dangerous there. Good save from Livernois as he's up to 35. Now that shot. Saved by Livernois. Loose in front. Still loose. And now behind the net. Mishandling that. Rodriguez trying to poke it away. And he will. Now takes that out. So going to kill a little bit of clock there. Couldn't get a great handle on it. As Scheidt now holds on the near boards. Working in on Riney. Riney. Spinorama. Looking in front. No one home. Good skate there. Riney looking to send that up. Into the skates. 30 seconds left on the penalty as there's another save by Livernois turning that into the corner. As Rodriguez chips that one up. Glove down by 20man, but gonna squeak out of bounds. Poulton now down to 15 seconds left. Under 3 minutes in the second period. We're all knotted up at 2. Sidestepping a hit there was Grondin, but now sort of reversal there as Poulton now out. So we're back to even strength here. As Scheidt drops his stick, and that one seeps into the Eagles zone onto the stick of Rodriguez. Into the skates of Roth. Now in the skates of Walker. Help comes. Walker will poke that up ahead. And still not out, now out. And dumped in. Rodriguez from behind his own net. Poulton been cherry picking. Gonna be an ice as that pass was way ahead of him. Gonna go down to the Eagles zone. Much better period on all facets from North Oakland, really. Livernois has not seen nearly as many shots as he did in the first. He's been getting a lot better sight lines on the puck, not getting screened as much. And then, of course, the 2 goals, giving the Eagles a tie game here, as that one sails up and out. So minute 48 left here in the second period. Augie Villawan here with Jack Ortwine for NDP Athletics Broadcasting. You're tuning into the live coverage of tonight's match between the North Oakland Eagles and Lakes Area United. As Springs handles that on the far corner, now loses it. Knocked down. Kennedy sends that around. And now back onto the stick. Boys Vanu gets past him. Mason Young chips that up off the board. It's going to be too far. Going to go down for an ice. So face-off going back to the Eagles zone. And to the right of Livernois. That one right back. Whistles high, no sails high. I gotta get that down by this last broadcast, as that's now in the corner. Springs battling with O'Dowd. In their skates on the wall, Boys Vanu poking in there. Able to take that one, getting underneath. Up top now for Moran. Moran, that shot blocked by Favaro. And Favaro will circle back with it. O'Dowd, up ahead, Hill, just fans on that tip, but now we'll send that up ahead, Poulton. Getting around Moran, held in by O'Dowd, who dumps that one in. Backdoor, that pass looking backdoor, as Poulton, just a one-man wrecking ball down in the offensive zone, but a 2-on-1. That shot saved by Livernois, rebound. Just out of harm's way, good blocker save there from Livernois. Under 30 seconds left now. So that one loose in front and covered by Livernois. So 28.9 left. Livernois up to 39 saves on the day. We're all knotted up at 2 here. Face off. Loose out in front. And now Scheidt handles. Scheidt underneath. Skates through 2 stick checks and continues to circle. 15 seconds, work his way in. That shot whistles wide. And now up top. Back down to Scheidt. Scheidt, low angle, shouldered away from Livernois, and that'll take us to the end of the second period. We're all knotted up at 2 apiece here. Augie Villawan and Jack Ortenwine with NEP Athletics Broadcasting. Stick around. We'll be back in a little bit with the third.